So, it's a great occasion for that. And to take the proceedings further, I'm going to invite Mr. Bhupender Suri, who's our CEO, for wrap up and have lunch together. So, Suri Saab, all yours.
Thank you very much. So, good afternoon and namaskaramu. Am I right? ज़्यादा time नहीं लूँगा मैं आपका, but I will share with you something which is on what we are doing in this space. Creamline Dairy, I'm sure, and Jersey. अगर आप हैदराबाद में हैं तो chances are curd, milk, badam milk. These things you would have interacted. We are part of Godrej Group. So this is Godrej Industries Group, and that has got certain companies. You must have heard of Godrej Properties and Godrej Agrovet, which I'll come to in some time, and also Godrej Consumer. You have Synthol and certain other items in that portfolio. Now we are in about 90 plus countries. Almost 20,000 people are working there, and we are serving products to almost 1.2 billion people. It's a pretty large group, and market capitalization is about 18 billion, which is 1.5 lakh crores. That is the size and scale of Godrej Industries Group, and the total revenue is 3.36 billion. Crores mein, if you ask, that will be around 30,000 crores is the size of the group. So it's a large group with multiple companies inside it. So now I will come to the company which has part, where Creamline Dairy is part of this company. It is Godrej Agrovet. And this is, and I hope you guys, everybody can see this, right? The screen. I can just move back a little bit. This is Godrej Agrovet, and this is our mission statement. We help feed the nation by helping those who feed the nation unconditionally, our farmers. So this whole, and you can make out from the name, Godrej Agrovet, which is everything to do with agriculture and farmers and how to support them. That is the purpose of this company. That's our purpose. And what do we have under Godrej Agrovet? So it's a listed company. Under that you have, of course, dairy products, which we'll talk about in some time. But we have crop protection business, which is there. These are all nationally present. Dairy products are largely in the southern part of India. Animal feed, we are the leading providers or suppliers of animal feed in the country. So that's our position there. And aqua feed for fish, shrimp, the inputs which are for that, food for that, and oil palm. We have the largest hectareage under the oil palm plantations. So that's what is the makeup of Godrej Agrovet. And this is Creamline Dairy, the company we're going to talk about today. And I'll expand a little bit more what we are doing in this company and why today. And like Sujit pointed out, this is about the milk day, commemorating the milk day. 2 days later, it's the milk day, and we are a milk company. And you can see the range which is there, from sweets to ghee to thick shakes, badam milk, buttermilk, lassi, curd, and milk. Milk and curd being the primary. It's like large part of our business is milk and curd, daily high volume business, and the other items also sell on the side. We have 10 plants, and we are in 5 states, largely in south. Now we have started to sell our long shelf life products, and we send it to Delhi, Punjab, and Bangalore. Long shelf life means some of these items like milk have very short shelf life, only for 3 days, maybe 7 days, 10 days, in that kind of range. And for long shelf life products, we can send it for 1 year or 9 months. That goes off to faraway areas. We are also even sending some of the products outside the country, exporting a little bit of our portfolio there. Now, coming to the day today, which is on milk basically. And this is, I'll just share with you certain insights about the market. And I will focus on Hyderabad in this part because we are all in Hyderabad. And this company's base is Hyderabad. Creamline Dairy started in the late 80s, 1980s, and closer to 1990 in that time. And it started as a milk products company. Largely the Jersey Badam milk was started, and after some time the government allowed entry into milk by non-cooperatives or private players, and that's the time we got into this space. And we have built our business from there. We are probably the first very successful brand of milk which was private at that time and which sort of lasted all these years, last 30 plus years we've been selling here. Here, if you see, one thing is sure that in India you don't need to teach anybody to have milk. सब लोग दूध पीते हैं, सबके पास दूध है, 90% plus लोगों के घर में दूध जाता है. This is Kantar study. There is a proper study which has been done. Market of Hyderabad city is about 18 lakh liters. Every day, 18 lakh liters is going into the market. And this 18 lakh liters is primarily split into two parts. 2 lakhs is loose, which is, you can think of milkman, delivery straight from farmer. And then today, people are getting very conscious and they are making sure that the quality is okay. And, it's all shifting to packaged. So we're almost 87%, 16 lakh liters out of the 18 lakh is packaged. And that's what it is. An average household in Hyderabad drinks about half a liter in a day. That's just an average. About 16.2 liters per month is what an average household had. You can just divide it by 30 and you see it's about half a liter. And this is the Telangana average. The main reason for us being here today is the launch of something on a premium milk. So in that category, let me talk. It is about 4 to 5%. Still very small, I would say, from one side. But the other side is it is growing very fast. It is growing at a constant growth of about 35%. As people are becoming more conscious and knowledgeable of things, they are going into this kind of categories and they want certain benefits from their milk. And I'll talk about those a little later. And as usual, whatever we do in the Godrej Group and in Creamline, we definitely talk to our consumers. And I will share with you some results of a big survey which was done nationally. And we then take whatever input is coming and basis that we decide what next to do. So this is a sample size, is a large sample. YouGov is the partner, a firm which does this kind of market surveys and research, and we worked with them and covered a large number of people, and it was all split equally, 50% male, female. You can see every age group is covered properly so that we get a full sense of what is happening in this milk market, and the regions are also covered. So while I will be talking about the India numbers, I will also be talking a little bit on the Hyderabad numbers on time to time. So you can see how the numbers are. And we have not only talked to just the normal consumers, we have talked to these doctors, surgeons, cooks, chefs, because there is a technicality. There are people with the deeper knowledge and possibly they have some insights which you would have got. So we have talked to those people also. Here the entire details of the study. There's a huge study. I'm just picking out a couple of things and then, we'll. Now, the other question we asked is, what do you look for in purchasing milk? What are you really looking for in purchase of the second question you asked that, look, if I give you a milk which is better, would you pay a premium for that? Are you willing? We are the biggest feed suppliers in the country. Our quality of feed is very good, and quality of feed is linked to output of animal. It is linked to the quality of the milk because the animal is processing the same food and the water it is having and making the milk. बन तो दूध वहीं से रहा है सारा, जो सारा दूध है that is coming from that process, and that is one thing which we do well and we are doing for some time. Cows today, and it's a completely Godrej owned farm. This is owned, managed, everything is owned by Godrej and they run it. And it's not new, it's been there for many years now. I think nearly 7-8 years this farm has been running. We've been working on trying to improve the cattle, the quality, what feed to give, what is the right thing to give, doctors, vet. A lot of scientists are putting their mind on that farm to make sure that we get the best thing for the animal. How to make the animal, of course, give good amount of milk, and then second, what is the best thing for their health and how to manage that part. So, that's the part they do. And we have very high yielding cows there, almost 39 liters a day. If you 39, 40 liters a day, which is not normal. This is very, this thing, but it is all out of right food, right water, right environment. Isse ye hota hai. Isse you start getting some results. And the main thing is that as a consumer or as a person, like you saw, people are thinking adulterated hoga ya kya khana khilaya. Because today if I ask me, the large part of the Indian supply chain, what happens is that the milk is coming from different farmers. Everybody has 5-7 cows. What that person is feeding that cow, how much water it is giving, what kind of water it is giving, what is happening that nobody can know. Second, you all know that in the morning they will milk with the hand, normal thing. They will pick up the bucket. The bucket is in the hand and of course it lies outside. Now milk should be chilled as soon as possible, but it lies outside because this is the level of infrastructure in our country. Now they carry that milk to a collection center. There is a sort of a village collection center hota hai. They go and sort of pour that milk there and say, usko wo receipt de dega ki thank you, aapse mere ko, I got 8 liters or 3 liters or 7 liters from you. This is the bill. That's how it works. Then it lies there in cans. By the time my vehicle or some vehicle of the milk companies will come and pick up the can and take it and put it in a chiller. Now all this takes time. All this takes time, and that is a time where the milk, if it was chilled in the beginning, which is not very much possible immediately in India, then it would be far superior in that sense. That's the only point which is there. Now, in this thing, because the cows are managed by us, everything is controlled by us, everything we do, that part is not there directly, and there's a machine milking, very, very good, comfortable for the cow also, and that is all sort of chilled immediately. That makes a huge difference. उससे बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क आता है जो milk का quality है. The difference is very large, and I hope everybody is okay with Hindi in the middle. Consumers of Hyderabad. So that was the thought, and then I say cheers to the most premium milk in town. That's how we position our brand, and it is. And whatever I told you, these are facts, and I'll tell you more things. Then you realize why I am saying what I am saying. And what do we call it? It's called My Farm. This milk is called the trust that the brand carries and the amount of importance we give to that. So we said, yeah, My Farm hai. And then to communicate this thought, and all the cows, our milk is coming from a place which is completely under our control. We do not believe, or we are, that's I think the main thing. And just to summarize all these things, no human touch, very important factor. The same person is buying again and again. So you can make out the same person is buying. That's the price today in the market here.
Are you going to roll out any byproducts from these milk?
We use this milk in our production process for certain things, but largely we are now focusing on selling as milk only as of now. In the future, of course, there can be plans to, make different products, but right now that's still a little bit ahead, I would say. Capacity is almost in that sense of the volume that we do for a premium product is unlimited in that sense, but we have about 13 lakh liters of capacity as a company. So we have enough capacity and more to cover for anything of this size. This is not that big a volume, that's it. You can put it at 5% of the mix, right? But that's why I said Hyderabad. And in the milk market in India is, you have to do it in LPD terms. It will be huge. By the way, we don't think so much on India because we are largely a South player, so our math works where it works. But the market is massive. It is I think 9 lakh or 10 lakh crore market. Now you have to convert to milk LPD, liters per day. फिर उसको आप 5% ले लीजिए. मतलब it will be humongous. There is no second thoughts about it. See, once if this catches on, because Hyderabad का ही focus है, तो next of course it will be nearer to here, whatever. जहाँ पे पानी सही होना चाहिए. मतलब everything should be available in that place. These are important things. Otherwise you should be able to give the best thing to that. इससे इतना जरूरी नहीं कितना दूर है, क्योंकि इतने घंटों में आ जाता है कुछ भी चीज़. ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम कब चिल्ड में आता है तो कोई टेंशन नहीं है उसका. बट ये सब होने के साथ थोड़ा सा ईजी होता है, बेटर रहता है. वी डू एक्चुअली, बाय द वे आई टोल्ड यू, हम लोगों ने मैंने आपको सबसे पहले स्लाइड में बताया, वी आर हेयर टू द वे वी सी आवर पर्पस इज टू हेल्प फार्मर, सिंपल. सो ये जो फार्म लगा हुआ है नासिक में जहाँ पे ये सब होता है, वहाँ से हम लोग एम्ब्रियो और बहुत चीज़ें देते हैं फार्मर्स को ग्रो करने के लिए कि बस यू ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव योर ब्रीड, यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक केयर, यू शुड डू दिस. उनकी ट्रेनिंग्स और उस एरिया में और बाकी एरिया में भी हम लोग कॉन्स्टेंटली इसकी इनपुट्स है, वो समझ लो एक तरह से ट्रेनिंग ग्राउंड है. हम लोग इनको भेजते हैं वहाँ पे, आप जाके समझिए, understand how it works, then you go back and train them. So that is also a big part of the Godrej family culture, where I think sustainability and building the farmer capabilities, वो हमारा एक important वो है part हमारे activities का. Actually वो दूध मैंने बोला आपको 8-9 साल से आ रहा था. वो चीज़ बनाई इसलिए थी फार्म टू हेल्प फार्मर्स एक्चुअली, इफ़ यू डीपली लुक एट इट, कि ब्रीड बढ़ाना है. इंडिया में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, इंडिया में ब्रीड्स जो हैं और जो उसकी वॉल्यूम पर का हुआ है बहुत लो है. I mean, if you do India to this thing, we are probably 10 times or more than that lower than the world kind of an average. So you have to upgrade the farmer. This was the design, and then we found that इतना अच्छा milk अगर मेरे पास है, तो why not I give it to consumer straight away, and then that is how the idea came. It was the main design was for farmer, but we are using it for ourselves also now for this particular purpose. Yeah.
Is there any due to heavy heat waves in the country, so it may be impact on the farming sector mostly?
See, right now there is nothing much happening on the price front because, like I said, the procurement prices are a bit stable. So, the milk, I can tell you, you can't see more than 3 months, 6 months, things will change, everything will completely, something can happen. But right now, the situation is milk supply is stable and hence the prices are stable, and as a result, there is no little pressure on the industry to take up price. So I don't see anything happening at least in the near future, but nobody knows 6 months down the line what the situation will be. So, today we are launching on the commemoration of for the World Milk Day, we are launching My Farm. And what is this? This is something which is getting made or sort of coming from a direct farm, which is a Godrej farm, and that's where we are getting it. We have a Godrej farm and we have almost 1400 cows in there, and we have all this milk which is absolutely controlled supply chain coming in and getting packaged as My Farm. The segment is premium milk. We all are seeing that there's a growth happening in the premium milk segment, and we are wanting to participate in that segment, and we are getting this milk packaging is in My Farm, and we've had a soft launch of this product. It is a no human touch product. It is like I said, a complete end-to-end controlled supply chain here, where we can be sure, and this is not third-party contract, it is everything is done by Godrej in this structure, including the feed, which is the Godrej feed that we give them, and till the time the milk reaches your doorstep. So that's the plan for Godrej My Farm.